Again for more Group B action, this time going into week number 6. Oh, it is going to be a little older game, so we will have to load this the hard way. I apologize. But hey, we can have the technology. We will be fine. Alright, game number 1 will be on Pillars of Gold this week. Apparently, we only had one series in week 6. Group B kind of fell apart from my understanding here, but going into week number 6, it is in the top left-hand corner, the pink Protoss Paces. Let's hear it, folks. It's ACuteSnek, a super cheeky Protoss player who likes to be cheeky when he can. Or she can. It's 2020, you know, you can't really judge people for their choices in that sort of situation. Anyway, and at the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg Paces from Valor G. It is Blitz. Blitz secured himself a nice 2-1 victory in the last series in week number 5 over ACuteSnek. Let's see what ACuteSnek has for us against lovely Blitz. Let's see if they've done their homework on each other or if they're going in freestyling. The Probe Scout after the Gateway. I've always enjoyed seeing what people like to scout with Protoss because, like, some people just throw Pylon and then scout. Other people will go and Gateway scout with that probe. But now here's something interesting. I think Blitz has actually done his homework. You could tell by the way people are opening as well. Notice he went gas spawning pool. This is kind of a, what I like to call a reversal in terms of A, the mind game, B, the player who obviously knows he can get cheeky with you real quick, and B, the player who would be cheeky to pawn. But look, Blitz says, no, I'm making Zerglings and coming after you. I am not sitting back here waiting. I know the pylon added on. Now, this is a time of will these Zerglings make it in before that Zealot pops out? Nope, the Zealot will pop out, but guys, that is a big wall. That is not a full wall off, which means he can actually slip right... Oh, it is a full wall off. What? Wait a second. That's not a full wall off. What? StarCraft! Blizzard, please! Oh boy, I got a feeling we're in for a long series. Now, this is where things get funny because you can't move that Zealot. If you move that Zealot, you're in trouble. But looks like the Zerglings are just going to go for it, get right on top of the Zealot. Oh, now they're on top of the Cybernetic Core. That Zealot is almost down. Huh. My link that I used a long time ago. This is definitely actually going to get picked off here. Zealot also gonna be... Oh, trade it. Come on, just trade it. Oh, you should have just traded it sooner. Blitz, my boy. You're making me sad. This is all I did in Season 4 when I played, guys. This is all I did in Season 4 was this exact build. And it worked almost every single time. I came out in that series, or that season, top seed in groups, for my group, and it was just like, alright, top seed in brackets. And then you know what stopped me? Someone had enough of me doing this. And learned how to stop it. That was a time in Season 4 where I just wasn't there, so. This is what makes me sad about this, is you could have done this right. Had you just, you know, probably traded on that Zealot. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. But then again, bruh. Oh boy, here we go. This is an awkward situation if I've ever seen one. That's Blitz. The roaches are on the way now. He's bringing the roaches. Here's where things get funny. Imagine a Dark Shrine right now. Imagine a Dark Shrine being thrown down here. Instead of this upgrade from Resonating Glitch. Imagine a Dark Shrine. As Blitz, you would just immediately have to GG out because you don't have any detection. You what? I don't know. I don't know, right? I would imagine you would tap out at that point because you don't have your natural down. You're throwing everything into this. A Stargate being added on. Okay, so Void Rays are in the possibility of here being thrown in. No room to really dodge that. Oh, here we go. He is up the ramp. He does have vision on the high ground here. While he's here, he does have vision on this high ground. This pylon is almost down, but there is a force field here to hold out the Zerg just a little bit longer. Does get cleaned up. Blitz is in! Oh no! Blitz is in! The Stargate is not done. He is in. The pylons are being focused down. There are Stalkers being added on though. He does have a couple Stalkers. Now this Warp Gate isn't done. This Warp Gate is not finished. It is now morphing. But there's no more. That's it. Blitz has gotten in game number 1. He should have no problem closing this out. There it is. The bruh has tapped out. Bruh. And let's go right into game number 2. This series is going to be interesting. Game number 1 going to Blitz off of 1 base all in. The cheeky assault coming out there from Sneak with the bruh. I'm really curious as to where this series is going to end up going. Give me a second. This was an older series, so I have to load this up the hard way. Here we go once again. Now map number 2 is going to be Everdream. Everdream is map number 2. You wonder who this is casting? It is Magi. Group B caster for Season 6. And I love it when we get series like this. This is what makes StarCraft. Here we go. Game 2 with Blitz up 1-0. Got a little kind of fun being wished from this guy right here in the top right-hand corner. ACuteSnek. I'm curious as what Sneak has in store for game number 2 after being so rudely cheekied upon by Blitz. This guy in the bottom left-hand corner from Biology. Here we go. Sneak on the way across the map. Forge. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh here because it's just... This is what's happening right now, right? This is what's happening. Game number 1. Jeez, Nick. Game number 2. Oh, there's a drone pull. There is the drone pull, too. Oh, no. Second probe going into the top here. One of these has to be canceled. I would think, right? You can't warp in here. There's enough room for a cannon? Are you kidding me? What is this game? What is this series? First pylon goes down, but is it in time? Because you can't surround it. Oh, no. Blitz. Blitz, what is going on? Snake. What is this series? Gateway being added on. No vision on the high ground. Now, here's the thing. This cannon can't go any further than a creep, right? But it can contain Zerg in the main. Now, there is already a hatchery on the low ground, which is problematic because you can build from the low ground now. And as Snake, you didn't do anything about that. So you're going to have to get a cannon in position or a pylon there to, pressure that. Or just build gateways. Just build some gateways. That works too. Spawning pool was not down either. So, look, man, I have a theory about StarCraft in general on the ladder. If you were a player that cheeses like 5 games in a row, right? And then the 6th game, you try to play a macro game, that 6th game, you're going to get cheesed. 3 drones are going to make their way out. I don't know if they get spotted or not. Oh, no. Okay, so they stuck right out the side. Now, this is actually really big for Blitz because now he can get another base out on the map. I actually saw this in a match with Cyril. I can't remember who it was, actually. But because Cyril had a base out on the map, I think it might have... Is Goblin a pro on this fight? I think it was Goblin. I can't remember, guys. I apologize. But because Cyril had a base out and it didn't get spotted for so long, he was able to stay in the game, you know, and keep mining. There we go. Queen finally being added on. This drone! Oh no! No! The drones! 2 drones falling here. This queen trying to run away and find a position in which she can fight this zealot. A bit of micro going on there in the natural base. Will it make it through? Second queen. Yep, second queen does make it up, but it is incredibly low. Let's see if she manages to block for it. There we go. Roaches are finally on the way. Ravagers are out. But now that this position has been locked down, you know, you got shield batteries here, you got gateways building stalkers, you got shield batteries on the high ground that could reinforce the low ground and help support the low ground. You know, it's going to be a hard time for Blitz to get out of this game, or, you know, make it out of this. He's trying to save the mineral, I imagine, for the hatchery on the north side. Is there going to be a hatchery anytime soon? He's just building up. I mean, he's not supply capped. He's not building units. And the drone did sneak out earlier, right? And it's just sitting up here. This Ravager is going to get cleaned up. Oh, nope. Transfuse coming down there to keep it alive. I don't know. I feel like Blitz, you should have been spending that on units here. Just anything. Lings, more queens, you know, just anything in general, because you're not going to be able to break out of this at this point. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, there is nothing being really added on. There's no natural base here for ACuteSnek. So, Sneak is all in right now on just everything he has here. There's no Robo. There is a probe just hanging out here. There's no Robo being added on. GG gets called out. Blitz goes down to game number 2 to the cheese. As we go into game number 3. Let's see what happens here, shall we? Let's see what will happen. And who comes out on top. This series has already been incredibly cheeky. Blitz cheeses 1. Sneak cheeses 2. Boy, each other cheese each other and make it a base trade in 3. Imagine if that's the case. Imagine if that's what happens in game number 3. Guys, I haven't watched these yet. I'm watching them just as right now as you're watching them. So, all in all, we're pretty much on the same page as far as what is going on what side of the game. So, going into game number 3, imagine if that's actually ends up what happening. You know, like, for some reason, somebody decides it's time to cheese both sides. Come on, hey. There we go. Cheese from both equals base trade equals into a macro game. That would be crazy. That would be that would make this the series of this season. All right, period. End of story. It's already a pretty fantastic series. Cheese on both sides. Well, where are we going? There we go. All right, hit the top left-hand corner. Getting that the revenge cheese back and wishing to good luck, have fun. In typical cheese fashion. It is ACuteSnek from Born Ghosted. And then the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Zergy pieces. Yeah, the blue Zerg pieces. The blue Zerg things, the bug things. This is Blitz from Valid G. No buildings built just yet. Tick, tock, the mouse went up the clock. I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm not surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. At this point, I expected it, but Blitz. Oh, Blitz. This is not going to end well. He doesn't even know it's here yet. He's putting the Overlord there to check for it. He doesn't even know this is here. That other Overlord has completely missed it. Just barely. Alright, how fast do you think he taps out? How fast do you think he taps out when he finally realizes this is here? No offense, Blitz. I gotta pose that question, right? Look at this. Look at this. It looks like a plus sign over here. Does Sneak know he's maybe about to plus the win here and take the series? I don't know. Let's find out. But I gotta pose the question. How fast do you think he taps out? Because Blitz has no idea this is here. He does not know it's there. Right? There's no drone scout. The Overlords are going straight across the map. Now the big tell here is going to be this Overlord is not going to spot a pylon and the natural base. And when it rotates up, it will be able to see a little bit on that ramp there. So he'll also know there's no pylon at the top of the ramp. So where's the pylon? This should be a big tell. Now this is where, yep, alright, the Spine Crawler being thrown down. He's already caught onto this. Now Blitz already making the right decisions here to hold on to this. But these spines, the one in the natural I don't think is going to finish up in time and might get focus fired down. But the one in the main should. We do have some drones, do have some lings out here. Okay, these lings will buy enough time for that spine to finish up. It is going to cost him a couple drones, but this spine should finish up, maybe get a shot off here. It is going to focus down one, shields on it. It is softening them up. I would keep the lings in the high ground. Gotta keep your lings in the high ground here. Okay, no, the Spine Crawler being added on. Queen popping out here as well. Alright, but here we go. Can Blitz hold on with lings, queens, and some dreams? He is getting a good bottleneck, good choke there on top of these. He's trying to slow these down so they can't make it to a Spine Crawler. Drones now being pulled as well. So far, this push is being held. The only real thing is a natural base here is on the siege from that one Zealot. But how many drones have been lost? Actually, how many drones have been lost here? What is the units lost? There it is. Okay, 8 drones so far. Speed, you are down 3 drones from where you started. About half of what your Protoss counterpart has, but this has been spotted, right? You do know this is here now. What do you do next? You got 2 spawns in the main. I think you should actually keep them near each other here. If you're going to try to move into the low ground, the next wave here might actually stop this. Cybernex core being added on. Is that spotted? No, it is not spotted. He does know there's an extra pylon here, 2 extra pylons. But does he know that there's a Cybernex core? That's a real question. So you can't really spend your drones on making evos, so you can't wall that off to any degree. There we go. If you get a good surface area here, if you get a good surface area, you should be able to have a better engagement here. You will get a good surround on these Zealots. You will lose 1 spine, but these Zealots are falling slowly. They are going to make their way straight up. Oh no, those bow spines! That might have been a big mistake here, as these drones are now going to be able to come under siege from these Zealots. If you just focus fire down the drones here at these Zealots, you know, you're pretty much won this game. There we go. Zealots getting into a good position here to take a couple of chops at these drones, clean them up here. Still 7 workers out on the map here for Blitz, so he is still in this game with Army. Is Speed done? Speed just finished. There's no wall. Okay, so we know there's also no wall on the other side of the map. There we go. He is going to go ahead and head straight across the map here with some lings. Try to find some economic damage. Some banelings being added on. Now, do you build the banelings? Do you build banelings? I think banelings would have been a good call here, over here in the main of Protoss, actually. Because, yep, if you just surround this, pull the probes, and Zerg really can't fight that now. Has to keep pulling them away. I feel these should have been some banelings. Banelings on the other side of the map have been used up. They're going to go straight to the main. The Spine Crawler is gone, and this should be game over. Yep. Getting that plus sign going means you plus wins, right? Oh, Blitz. I think Blitz was mad at himself in this series. What do you think? GG, well played? Yep. You started this, sir. You started the cheese battle. All right, look. So me and some friends, we have a group that's what we call the Pittsburgh Area Fight Club, and we play fighters there a lot, okay? And there's, like, unwritten rules, like, don't throw specials. If you throw specials in, like, Soul Calibur, like, because you can't skip them or anything like that, you're going to start seeing more. And it's kind of funny. There's silly rules that say they're unspoken, but if you do something first, you have just written that you are fully allowing that said thing to happen back. So it goes both ways, right? And that's exactly what happened here. You opened the gates. You said, I'm going to be cheeky. And you did a one base in game 1. And then in game number 2, tried to play the macro game. You cannot expect that to happen. You can't do that. That's exactly, it goes back to my comment earlier, guys, about the whole ladder situation. I cheese 4 games, 5th game in, guess what? I try to play macro and get cheesed. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Anyway, guys, ACuteSnek takes down Blitz 2-1 in week number 6. And I'll be back with more JSL Group B action for you guys. I think we're going into week number 7 next week. So, yep, I will talk to you guys then. Peace.